I was doing something where it was all about getting to the laugh. The job was to get to the laugh. That's an instinct you have to kind of comb out of your work when you're done.
The new Broadway production of Orphans is Alec Baldwin's first major project since the NBC series 30 Rock. He personally selected it as his vehicle back to Broadway, where he last appeared in 2004. This is Patrick Healy, theater reporter for the New York Times. Orphans is a gritty drama about two down-and-out brothers who kidnap a gangster, played by Alec Baldwin. Performing as the brothers are Ben Foster and Tom Sturridge. The production has been overshadowed by the firing of one of its cast members, Shia LaBeouf, who spoke about it with David Letterman on Monday night.
So why did you get fired?
I think because me and Alec had tension as men, not as artists, but as men.
Now in that role is Ben Foster.
When you have to deal with a rupture, like what happened with Shia leaving, how do you recover and sort of move on from that as an ensemble together as actors?
The only issue is that this, for me, is a very specific process with a very specific rhythm and a timing. And that was the only concern I had, was that we were going to go back and hit the refresh button 7 or 8 days in, and that was the only tough thing. But as I've said to people countless times, I said we ended up doing the show with the people we were meant to do the show with, so I have no complaints at all. It's all good. It's all great.
Ben, what about for you stepping into that role in sort of that situation? Did it take an adjustment? Were you wary about it, or was it relatively easy?
I want to work with these people, so that trumps any anxieties, and we can learn on the way.
What's been the biggest adjustment coming out of TV, coming back to the stage?
The TV show was something that I did for so long that we got very comfortable. You know, it was really such a sweet environment, and it was a family, and you know, we all had it was a great gig, and everybody was so happy. We were home in New York and so forth, and
that builds a deep unhappiness.
and then the soul-crushing tedium of working with the two. Yeah, just the unrelenting sadness of being around Tom.
I felt so low.
Yeah. The adjustments I had to make. No, but the thing is that a play is always its own kind of rigor. It's just so much more rigorous. And not that the TV show wasn't hard, but we had kind of a template for it.
Ben, Tom, more and more actors are coming out of television and film to do theater, it seems like, these days. You guys have quite a bit of experience and success in the film world. What are you finding about theater that you find either inspiring, or is it more fun than movies?
I think the easiest metaphor for it is it's like music. It's like making films is like recording an album in a studio, and doing theater is like doing a gig.
I'm new to this world. There's a public nudity that I have not experienced in film that I'm getting a taste for here, that is thrilling and terrifying, and it's a raw nerve, and this play is a raw nerve.
And now, like you've done a great deal more theater than, say, Ben. What have you said to him about this? I mean, have you guys talked much about that kind of adjustment or that marathon?
I think just the thing to say, little things like, to stay secure. Sure enough, we come out and do the preview, our first preview Tuesday, and we had a good time. It was a little bumpy. The preview Wednesday afternoon, I think for me, was very bumpy.
What constituted bumpiness for you at Wednesday's matinee?
Just dropping my lines and blanking out and staring, and poor Tom staring into the void of my menopausal brain. And me sitting there going, and telepathic, I'm like, Tom, signal to me, Tom. In some way, signal to me, Tom. Where are we? Tom. And nothing.
Tom, what's going on for you in that moment?
I was quite enjoying it. It was one of those kind of unsettling feelings that I think you just have to embrace. And then we rescued it. It was easy.
How did you rescue it?
Made something up.
He made up a line.
And got out of it.
We did.
But that is one of the exciting things about theatre, is the way the audience are a part of those moments. And then when it's rescued, you can feel them go, oh, okay, it's carrying on. And I always love kind of just smelling their fear.